It's that time of year, popping flags on patio. Some of you may be experiencing that at the moment, where the temperatures have dropped. Obviously, it's very damp and there was no slurry primer used on your patio. You will see popping flags and jointing material popping out. We're just going to show you a very, very simple exercise in what you can do as a homeowner or a contractor, but the contractors will know. But as a homeowner especially, we're going to show you how simple it is to repair a popping flag yourself. So basically, if you've got any sort of a leverage bar, you can just pop that flag up nice and easy. You will see that some of the jointing material has gone underneath the slab because of the rocking. Just come along and make sure to clean that bed very, very well. So just get your brush and your little dustpan and just make sure you clean that bed extremely well, that there's nothing there to prevent the flag from going back down to its original level. So we have our flag that popped now lifted. We have the bed extremely clean, back to its original level. And today we're going using the jointed slurry primer on the back of the flag. You have two options with the jointed slurry primer. There's the jointed slurry primer in a bucket, which is 17 kg, and then you have the waterproof bag as well in the 20 kg. Both products can be stored outside if you are a merchant, and again, it's a commercial product, but it's packaged for the domestic market. Basically, just mix what you want when you want. Store the balance away in a dry area and use it in the upcoming months. It has a good shelf life, the product as well, once it doesn't get damp. So again, we're just going to mix what we want now, which is a very small quantity, and let's get cracking on that. I've just completed the mixing of the jointed slurry primer, which is basically just adding water and mixing it with look, it's a very cheap drill I have here. Many of you as homeowners may have a battery drill, small little paddle mixer. Again, you'll get it in your local builders merchants. And you can see with the slurry primer, I haven't added too much water. Watch out for that. That's one of the key points is on repair flags. Don't add too much water because the slurry primer will just run everywhere and squeeze out into the joints. Again, I like to keep the slurry primer back about maybe an inch or so from, or 25mm from the edge of the flag. So when you go to put your flag down, it doesn't squeeze out into the joint, making your joint non-permeable. That's if you are going to put back a permeable jointing material afterwards. And as a homeowner, like the jointed simple is probably your best option for the repairing of the joints. It's a pre-mixed brush-in jointing material, and we'll talk you through that in a minute also. So again, we do say to keep any slurry primer back if you're using a permeable jointing material back from the edge of the flag about an inch, 25mm. So in this case, on purpose, I've brought it to the very top, the slurry primer, as you can see. So I'm just going to go back and just cut that off, just like that. Very little waste, but I'm happy enough that's back, more than enough there. And again, a simple tool, a tiler's trowel. Again, most builders merchants will carry them, they're quite cheap. So let's put the flag down. So we've just placed the flag down to its original position. And another thing to watch out for is when you are taking up your flag, especially if they're not uniform, like porcelain and other tiles that's quite level at the top. The sandstone intends to have, you know, different features to the stone, so just watch out what way you take that slab up, that it goes back down the same way and fits in lovely there as it did when it was fitted originally. So basically, we're just after putting the flag down with the slurry primer on the back, and we're just going to go along now and just tap it down. And I am more than confident that that flag will be there in situ for many, many, many years to come. So now we're just going to come along and redo the joints with some jointed simple around by the edge, and let me just show you how that works as well. It's quite simple. The jointed simple is a permeable brush-in ready mixed grout. Comes in 4 colours, 12.5 to 20 kg buckets. For a repair job like this, we probably recommend that you purchase a 12.5 kg bucket of the jointed simple. And if you're struggling to identify a local merchant that carries the 12.5 kg buckets, because most merchants carry the 20 kg buckets, they do carry better value, please reach back to us and we will redirect you to your local stockist. There's an application data inside every bucket of Jointed Simple. You will have to ignore the first couple of steps of this when you're doing the repair of a flag that you are relaying, because we talk a lot about beddings there as well, sand and cement and bases, but that's been done already. So yeah, that's good to know as well. I pre-wet the flag. It is an air cure product. Once you open the bag, it's air activated. It does give you plenty of working time, so no need to be concerned about that. So I'm going to tip out what I feel I need, and then I'm going to put the remainder back into the bucket. And as you can see, I have the bucket half filled with water for now. So what we recommend is put the remainder into the bucket immediately and fill the bucket to the very top, put the lid on the bucket, and you can use that product when you want at your ease within the next month. We've been told it lasts for 6 months in the bucket, but we say a month. So yeah, let's get cracking. So I've tipped out what I need of the Jointed Simple onto my flag, and I have put the balance back into the bucket, and it's fully submerged under water, very important, and put the lid on it for safety so no pets gets at it. Close the bucket and put it away in a safe place. I've already pre-wet my flag, so now I'm just going to go around and brush in the Jointed Simple. The repair of the flag has now been completed. We have used the Jointed Slurry primer. We've used the Jointed Simple for between the joints. It's a simple tip-out brush-in product. It's taken probably 6 or 7 minutes to repair this flag. We've hundreds of patios laid ourselves prior to developing Jointed many years ago. We carry a lot of experience and knowledge within the company, and we love sharing that with you and others as well. So if you have any questions, please reach out to us. I know there's other forms of slurries, SBRs and cement. Happy days if you're using them and they're working for you. Well done you. This is a very simple way of doing it, and I'm happy enough that flag will be there in situ in 20 years time because of the bonding strength and the adhesion that's in the Jointed Slurry primer. It's the polymers that we use. It's an extremely strong bonding product. And again, if you have any questions or you need any assistance, don't hesitate in reaching out to us. It's info@jointed.com. You will be in good hands.